Mr. Ndegwa.
Yes. State Witness Sweat.
Your name is Ndegwa Njiru.
Yes.
Njiru.
Ndegwa Njiru. You are referred to as Samson, and we connote that you are a Christian. You are equally be referred to as Tinoit, to connote that you have some culture and some background. I refer you to as Mr. Witness and an officer of the police to confirm that you are well trained, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that is as a consequence of that you are involved in these proceedings, yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
And therefore you fully understand what we are here to do, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And as such, you participated in the whole process that has culminated into these charges, yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
I would therefore ask you to hold firmly onto your charge sheet. I'll take you through that charge sheet count by count. I'm presuming that the prosecutor is not going to cooperate. I'll therefore read you out count number 1, which refers to being a member of an organized group. You can aid with ours. Yes, look at count number 1. What does it relate to?
Count number 1, Your Honor, is being a member of organized criminal group, contrary to section 7B, as well as section 14 of the Detention of Organized.
Confirm that the particulars relates to 12 individuals, correct?
Yes, there are 12 participants.
And that these incidents took place between the 11th to the 18th of May, correct?
Yes, as per the charge sheet, Your Honor.
Among the 12, whom did you participate in the arrest and whom did you witness the arrest?
I witnessed the arrest of suspects number 2 to 9, Your Honor.
2 to 9. Is that therefore your evidence that you never witnessed the arrest of number
1, Your Honor.
Number 1?
And 10, 11, 12.
You never witnessed the arrest, correct? Do you know when you were arrested?
Your Honor.
It's also your evidence that you're aware that there was an application for miscellaneous application that was done to detain them for 7 days, yes?
No, Your Honor, after...
I'll show you the miscellaneous application.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, we shall mark this as G.N. 5, but could prepare this. Yes, identify that document.
This is a miscellaneous application number 346 of...
Number 340?
346 of 2023.
Yes.
Where this year is the applicant.
Yes.
With 8 respondents, Your Honor.
Who are the 8 respondents?
We have Daudi Mwangi Shege.
Yes. The same 8 who are whom you arrested, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who is the applicant?
The applicant is this year
Who is the specific?
person?
Yes.
This is number 69.
The name, we don't know the numbers. We don't know.
This is Corporal Eli Wiso.
Corporal Eli Musoy.
Yes, Your Honor.
When is the application dated?
The application is dated.
Open the next page.
15th day of May 2023.
15th day of
May 2023.
And when were they arrested?
12th, Your Honor.
Yes, and when does the charge sheet speak about? By the way, were the orders granted? Confirm.
Yes, it does not fair. I see, Your Honor.
The orders were granted. Read those orders. They are judicial documents. Were they granted or not granted?
The orders here, I read the order, Your Honor.
Were they granted or not granted? That's what I'm asking.
Your Honor, I can't state because it does not say.
So do you want to discount and that that's not your document? That we have forged the documents ourselves? Is that your assertion? Read what is written. They have not asked you to check whether it is sealed or not sealed. Read the order.
The order reads, whereas as has been proved to me that for the purposes of investigations into the commission of an offense, it is necessary to detain the suspects, namely David Mwangi Shege, Daniel Ndegwa Njiru, Simon Mugai Matthew, John Kuria Kayuki, Peter Sol Manjao Mirango, Samuel Kaneda, Ndegwa and Julius Guru Kamau to be detained at Bahati Police Station for 7 days.
So was it granted or not granted?
Your Honor, I can't tell you.
Read the next order.
Now, therefore, I authorize number Corporal Elliot Missouri, a police officer attached to this area in Nakuru North.
So are they granted or not granted?
Your Honor, I can't tell.
Were they granted or not granted, Mr. Witness? You're not yet waste time.
I cannot tell you, Your Honor. That's my response.
Okay, just read the entire order then.
Okay. Now, therefore, I authorize number Corporal Elliot Missouri, a police officer attached to this area in Nakuru North, by his order to detain the suspects, namely David
So
Mwangi.
are they granted or not granted?
I cannot tell you, Your Honor.
According to the order,
According to the order, there is not stamped.
I have not asked you about the stamping. I'm asking you to read the order.
To enable, so it says, because I had to be detained at Bahati Police Station for 7 days to enable the investigator complete investigation.
So are they granted?
Because I had and says, given under my hand and seal.
Were they granted?
Your Honor, I cannot comment on this.
You will comment.
Whether they were granted,
What does the order say? I assume that you've been to school, yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what's your level of education?
Your Honor,
What's your level of education?
I'm a bachelor's degree holder.
And you confirm that you are a bachelor, yes?
Yes,
You convince yourself that you're one?
I am, Your Honor. In fact, I'm a.
So what does that plain reading of English language, what does it say?
Your Honor, as a person.
I'm not asking you to explain. What does the order say? That the orders were granted for 7 days, yes?
For me, Your Honor, to
It's
make,
not about
to make
you.
it to know that
Mr.
Tell me, Your Honor.
Tanui.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, this is a document that has been marked.
Yes, Your Honor.
You make reference as it appears. It's a marked document. This is DMFI. Read what is contained therein.
Yes, Your Honor. I have
Yes,
read it.
and answer questions relating to not whether you believe,
Yes.
interpret it as it is given. It is a document that has been
Were
marked.
the orders granted by the court or not granted for 7 days?
Your Honor, I don't see.
You are not a document examiner, are you?
I am not a document.
So don't examine the document. That is not your role for this day. Your role is to testify. And that question must be answered if you are to move on. Were the orders granted or not granted?
I do not know, Your Honor.
I put it to you that the orders were granted. Has Mr. Missouri renounced the granting of these orders? Has he recorded any statement or any complaint that documents have been forged?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Are you disputing the authenticity of that document? Are you disputing the authenticity?
Without a,
Are you or are you not? I just need a yes or no answer.
I do not.
Are you disputing the authenticity of the document? Yes or no?
Your Honor, without a,
I'm asking a simple question
I will
again,
dispute.
Mr. Witness.
I will dispute because it
You
lacks.
are disputing.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's a forgery according to you, correct? Therefore, I put it to you that the orders were granted. Look at the charge sheet. Look at the charge sheet. When is the offense alleged to have occurred?
Your Honor, the first charge is on the first dates between 11th May 2023 and 18th May 2023.
On the 18th, on the 15th day of 2023, where were the accused persons? Were they?
They were in custody. Your
They
Honor.
were in custody.
Yes.
On the 16th of May, where were they?
They were in custody. Your Honor.
On the 17th of May, where were they?
I'm not aware of.
Where were they on the 17th of May?
I'm not aware of
But
that.
you are aware that on the 16th they were in custody, correct?
But I can still.
Excuse me, Mr. Witness.
Your Honor.
You are aware that on the 16th they were in custody of the police, correct?
On 12th, Your Honor, that's when I ended interaction with this.
When were they arraigned in court?
On 15th.
On the 15th.
Yes, Your Honor.
When were they charged with this offense?
20th.
On the 20th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Look at the charge sheet. When does the charge sheet indicate that they were arrested? Yes? indicate they were arrested?
There is an entry for 12th May 2023 and also another entry for 18th May 2023.
So on the 13th of May 2023, where were the accused persons?
Must have been in custody.
And then on the 14th?
Also must have been in custody.
On the 15th?
They must have been in custody also.
On the 16th?
Also in custody.
All the way to the 18th, correct?
Yes, sure.
So they were committing that offense of organizing this crime while they were still in the police custody, correct?
There is no way they could have.
Thank you. Now, when you speak about organizing of this crime, what organizations were they involved in?
Your Honor, after
What organization walikuwa napanga namna gani?
Your Honor, when we met when we visited the homestead, we found them asleep.
You found them asleep.
Yes, Your Honor.
Were they organizing that offense while they were still asleep?
No, Your Honor.
And when was this organization being done? Was it done on the 12th, on the 13th, or the 18th? When was it done? Which specific days were these offenses organized to have been done?
I cannot tell you, Your Honor, because I was not the investigating officer.
But you were there, correct?
Yes, I was there.
And you saw them being arrested and apprehended and being detained, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So were they doing it while they were still in police custody?
No, Your Honor.
And who are these people that committed this offense between the 12th, the 11th, to the 18th? Is it the first 8 that were arrested or accused number 10 to 12?
Your Honor, the investigating officer.
That's a question for you. I know what was the investigating officer. This is me asking you the answer.
Come again with the question, Your Honor.
So, among the 12 accused individuals,
Yes.
who committed this offense?
As per the I will answer.
Who committed this offense?
As accused number 1 to accused number 12.
So, what role did the first accused person undertake in the organization of the execution of this offense?
I cannot say, Your Honor.
What of accused number 2?
I can't say, Your Honor.
What of accused number 3?
I can't say, Your Honor.
What of accused number 4?
I can't say, Your Honor.
Number 5?
The same, Your Honor.
Number 6?
The same.
Number 7?
The same, Your Honor.
8?
I can't say, Your Honor.
9?
I can't say, Your
10?
Honor. I can't.
11?
I can't say.
12?
I can't say, Your Honor.
Do you have any evidence to indicate that they were involved in that particular arrangement or organization?
Also, Your Honor, it's for the investigating
Do
officer.
you have or you don't have?
I don't have, Your Honor.
The church, the particulars speak that the crowds were identified. Yes, can you see that? Reasonable crowds were identified as members of an outlawed organized criminal group to witness. Can you see that preposition?
Particulars of count 1, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes.
On that particular day, did you identify them as members of the Mungiki?
I did not personally, Your Honor.
Did you not?
No, Your Honor.
Who identified them as members of the Mungiki?
It's the investigating officer, Your Honor.
The IO.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes.
Were you present when the IO identified them?
President offense.
Yes, on the 12th.
No, Your
The
Honor.
charge relates to the 11th.
I was present on the 12th.
You are present on the 12th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes.
What identification led you to concluding that these are members of Mungiki?
It's the IOS.
Don't tell me about the IO, Mr. Witness.
Yeah.
Please.
I've stated
We don't
that,
want
Your
to
Honor,
put the IO.
Yes.
What identification marks, insignias, or anything that were used to identify these as members of Mungiki?
Regarding the IO, Your Honor,
Do you or you do not know?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Thank you. Look at count number 2.
It's engaging in organized criminal activities.
Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
But even before we go to count number 2, also confirm that count number 2, the first accused person is one John Maina Njenga.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
Confirm. Read the particulars.
For count 2, Your Honor, it reads particulars of offense. Number 1.
No, just don't read the name, just read on 12.
on 12th May 2023 at Wanyororo area in Nakuru North Sub-County within Nakuru County, jointly with others who before court, were found in possession of records likely to be useful to a person preparing to commit a serious crime, including an organized criminal group to which Mondiki.
Who are these who are arrested in possession of these records? The accused person, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was Mr. Njenga there, the first accused person?
No, Your Honor, he was not present at all.
Was he in possession of any document?
No, Your Honor.
What of the rest of the accused persons? Who among the remaining 11 were in possession of those documents?
Your Honor, I can't
Who
tell.
among the 11?
I cannot tell, Your Honor.
You cannot tell.
Yes.
Do you understand what the word possession means?
Yes, Your Honor.
What does it mean?
To be in touch with or to have.
Yes? To be, would I be correct to say that in possession also means to be in control of something?
Yes, it can also.
Yes?
So yes.
Is any one of these accused persons who was in control of those documents?
I cannot tell you.
Where were the documents discovered from?
Your Honor, the documents were among the notebooks were discovered from the other buildings that were not present.
Were you there when the discovery was being done?
For the documents, no, Your Honor. I was
Yes.
in the secretary was in the office.
What was so unique and so offensive about these documents and these records? What did those records contain?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes.
You do not know.
Yes.
And the statement says records likely to be useful to a person preparing to commit a serious crime, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
How are they to be used?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes.
And then you say, the charge says engaging in organized criminal activities. Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
How are they engaging? How are the accused persons engaging?
Your Honor, I can't tell you.
You cannot tell. Which criminal activities are they engaged in?
From the charge sheet,
Which criminal activity?
I cannot tell you.
You cannot tell.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes? Again, when did this take place?
This is on 12th May, Your Honor.
At what time?
There is no indication of time.
Yes?
Yes.
At what time did this take place?
There is no indication of time as.
Yes? If I put it to you,
Yes, Your Honor.
that took place presumably at 16 hours. Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where were the accused persons at that time?
1600 hours of toil.
Yes,
They were in custody.
they were in custody. Yes. Would they also have committed that offense?
No, Your Honor.
Look at count number 3.
And number 3 is also engaging in organized criminal activities.
Yes, and what are the particulars?
Particularly that the names are on the 11th May 2023 at Wanyororo area in Nakuru North Sub-County within Nakuru County, jointly with others who before court, attended a meeting whose purpose was for encouraging support.
Thank you.
Organized
Where did you get this? When did you go to the compound?
on 12th May, Your Honor.
Yes. Did you carry out any investigations on the 11th? Or were they carried out?
It must have been carried
I'm not asking whether it must. I'm asking what you know.
I did not.
Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
So, who was there on the 11th to witness these allegations?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Yes? Did you have any other witness other than the police officers who can testify before this court that on the 11th they attended that meeting?
I did not know, Your Honor, because I did not carry on this.
Are you aware where the meeting took place?
No, Your Honor.
Are you aware of what time the meeting took place?
No, Your Honor.
Are you aware of who attended the meeting?
No, Your Honor.
Are you aware of who had called for the meeting?
No, Your Honor.
And when you speak about encouraging support, what exactly do you, the police officers, mean? What sort of encouraging? Was it a motivational talk? Perhaps?
I can't tell you, Your Honor. I did not draft the charge sheet.
Yes. So what do you understand by the terminology engaging?
Taking part.
Yes, encouraging, sorry.
Encouraging.
Yes.
Encouraging is to give
To prepare motivation.
moral support.
Moral support. Who among the 12 of them was giving each other the moral support?
I did not know.
Yes? 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 witness?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Do you have any evidence before this court that you are aware of? Because you got some briefing in the morning. You got briefed properly in the morning by the DDP, correct?
By the DCI.
You got briefed, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And therefore he briefed you on what was awaiting you today, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So did he brief you whether he has witnesses to come and testify that you were encouraged to participate?
No, Your Honor.
Yes?
No.
Is there any one of the 12 accused person whom you can pinpoint that you witnessed him encouraging?
No, Your Honor.
Count number 4.
Number 4 is still the same charge of engaging in organized criminal activities.
Yes. Read the particulars.
Particulars now is one individual, Maina Njenga, on 11th May 2023 at Wanyoro area in the North County. John let us know before court addressed a meeting whose purpose was for encouraging support to
Addressed a meeting.
Just a meeting.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Whom was he addressing?
I do not know.
Yes. When was he addressing?
As per the judge, it's 11th May 2023
Where was he addressing?
at Wanyoro.
Yes. Where exactly? I understand that you reckon that Wanyoro is either a ward or a village or something. What is it? What is Wanyoro?
It's an area within Nakuru North Sub-County.
In terms of administration, is it a ward, a village, a constituency, or what is it?
Must be a ward, Your Honor.
It's a ward, yes? So where exactly was he addressing, and are you able to tell the approximate
I cannot say.
square meter
I cannot say.
or square kilometer?
No, Your Honor.
But it's a ward, correct?
I presume it's a ward, Your Honor.
With an is that correct?
Within Nakuru North, I presume it's a ward.
Yes?
Yes.
So where was he addressing this meeting from?
I cannot say, Your Honor.
Yes? Who was being addressed?
I cannot say, Your Honor.
What time was he addressing?
I also cannot say.
Yes? Which language did he use to address this meeting?
I cannot say.
Look at form number 5. Just read the particulars.
Number 5. Also is in reference to John Maina Njenga, who on 11th May 2023 at Wanyoro area in the North Sub-County within Nakuru County, John with others not before the court, invited the names of 8 people to a meeting whose purpose was to provide instructions for people to do.
Invited to a meeting, correct?
Yes.
Who caused this invitation?
As per the church, it is indicates John Maina Njenga.
Were you there on the 11th? Yeah?
Yes.
Have you read the statement that has been recorded by the IO?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah?
No.
What of that of Mr. Nangat? Have you read the statement? Whom did he invite? Are you aware?
As per the church, it indicates 8 people.
Yes. How did he invite them?
I do not know.
When did he invite them?
I do not know, Your Honor.
Where did he invite them to?
I do not know.
Yes?
Yes.
And when you speak about this meeting, do you have any evidence to indicate that a meeting actually took place?
I do not have, Your Honor.
Yes?
I do not have.
So this is all guesswork and fabrication of charges, correct?
I can't comment because I do not draft the charges.
Do you find yourself useful to this trial? If all what you're saying is that I do not know, I cannot confirm, do you find yourself useful for the purpose of aiding the state case?
Yes, Your Honor, since I stated on the part I played to.
Yes. But you discovered this evidence to support these offenses, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And therefore you cannot delink yourself from the charge, correct?
I'm not delivering myself, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes, but I am stating with the role I play.
So do you still find yourself a worthy witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
So let's look at count number 6.
Count number 6.
Yes, what is the charge and what are the particulars?
Engaging in organized criminal activities.
Yes.
The particulars are it names 8 people.
Yes. What happened on that day?
With others not before court
Yes.
to hold a meeting.
Provided for?
To hold a meeting whose purpose is connected with. This is count number 6, Your Honor.
Yes, count number 6. Who is being charged?
John Maina Njenga, Your Honor.
What is the particulars?
It's that on the 11th May.
He provided, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
A place for holding a meeting, correct?
Yes.
When was this?
This is on 11th May 2023.
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
And go back to the first charge sheet, the first holding count. When does it say the offense occurred?
This is on 11th May 2023 and 18th May 2023.
Have you seen all those charges that I've read to you, any count that relates to the 18th, to the date between the 18th, the 11th, the 18th?
These are the ones stating on 12.
Yes.
11.
Yes.
11. 11. 11. 11.
Have you seen any offense that occurred on the 13th?
I do not see it.
14th?
I do not see it.
15th?
I do not see it.
16th?
I do not see
17th?
it. I do not see it.
18th?
I do not see it.
Yes.
I do not see any offense.
So, back to count number 6.
Yes, Your Honor.
The allegation is that Mr. Maina Njenga provided his home for use by the 6 individuals, yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
So the 8 individuals, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
In which manner did he provide it, make it available?
I do not see it.
Yes? Do you know who is the registered proprietor of that property?
No, Your Honor.
Which part of his home did he exactly live?
I don't see it.
Yes?
I don't see it.
When did he make this available to the people?
I also cannot say it.
You still find yourself worthy witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. That's number 11, number 7.
So it's investigating organized criminal activities, also to secure the particulars are shown Maina Njenga from 11th May 2023 at Wanero area in Nakuru North, within Nakuru County, 20 August 24 court, permitted to a home for use by it means the 8 persons.
So the offense here is that of permitting his home to be used for purposes, correct?
Yes.
How did he permit it?
I can't say no.
Yes?
Yes.
Was it an express permission or an implied one?
I cannot say no.
Yeah? Any evidence to indicate that he had authorized and given consent?
I do not have such evidence.
Yes? Yes?
I do not have such evidence, Your Honor.
Do you think that the IO has any evidence of that nature?
You must have it.
You must have it. Yes. Look at the statement by the IO. Do you know who the IO?
For Missouri, Your Honor.
I guess you have his statement, correct? Are you able to get hold of it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, at what page?
It's not numbered.
Right. Show me where in that evidence
Yeah.
indicates that he has evidence in respect to the issues of permission, and that Mr. Maina Njenga provided, and that he invited, and that he addressed, and that he attended. So respect to all those counts that I've taken you through.
Your Honor, I have not read it.
I'll give you time to read. We have all the time. Don't worry about it.
Yes, Your Honor.
Please read it and indicate to us. I want you to point out 3 issues, these issues. 1, where he says Mr. Maina Njenga was in possession, where he says he attended, where he says he addressed, where he says he invited, where he says he provided his house, and where he says he permitted his home. You said you're a bachelor, hold of bachelor's in?
Criminology, Your Honor.
Thank you. Scan through that statement.
Yes, Your Honor.
seen any place where you suggest or make those amendments?
Your Honor, in one of the paragraphs I read,
Yes, read it out.
it says that I, together with PC Karani, PC Wainaina, with the driver PC Mzumba, escorted two suspects, namely Daudi and Kariko, to Njoro sub-county.
I've not asked you, you're not answering the question. I've asked you, where does the statement by Mr. Misoi provide on those ingredients that have led you through?
I was going
Oh, then read it.
Yes, Your Honor. We recovered several items associated with organized criminal groups, namely hangers, swords, several clubs, and walking sticks. A flag associated with the outlawed Mungiki set, fly used, tobacco, calabash associated with notebooks. And the also doubt at Euro that were fly used and wrong.
Thank you. Are you done? I'll come to that. Does that statement indicate that Mr. Njenga was in possession?
No, Your Honor.
That he attended a meeting?
No, Your Honor.
That he addressed a meeting?
No, Your Honor.
That he invited individuals?
No, Your Honor.
That he provided his home for purpose of that use?
No, Your Honor.
And that he permitted the house to be provided or the home for that purpose?
No, Your Honor.
Yes?
No, Your Honor.
Does it indicate anything of that nature?
No, Your Honor.
Yes.
That's on the
Njenga and who?
John Maina Njenga Kamuni.
Yes. What did they do?
On 11th May 2023, at Wanyoro area in Nakuru North sub-county, within Nakuru County, jointly with others not before court. Permitted your outcome.
Yeah, this is count 8.
This is count 7, sorry. Count 8, yeah, possession of a firearm without a firearm certificates. That's count 8.
The two of them were in possession, correct?
The particular Shawana are that John Maina Njenga and Daudi Mwangi on the 12th May 2023 at Wanyoro area in Nakuru North sub-county within Nakuru County, joined with another before court were found in possession of a pistol made token with the first serial number without firearms.
How many individuals were arrested on the 12th?
8, Your Honor.
Did you see Mr. Maina Njenga there?
No, Your Honor.
Yes?
I did not see Mr. Njenga, Your Honor.
And how was this Tokre pistol discovered? Tokre.
It was discovered in one of the rooms within the main house, Your Honor.
Who was in control of that room?
We were given assessment.
Who was in control between the two of them?
At the time, there wasn't anybody in the building.
Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you find Mr. Maina Njenga in that room?
No, Your Honor.
Did you find Mr. Daudi in that particular room?
No, Your Honor. Mr. Daud was at the gate as well.
He was at the gate.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes.
So it is not true that you are found in possession, correct?
Your Honor, the IO
It is not true. I'm asking you not about the IO.
Your Honor.
Mr. Njenga was not present,
He
correct?
was not present, Your Honor.
And therefore it is not correct that he was in possession of that pistol, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And equally well, you found a watchman, an innocent hustler, at a gate, and then you accuse him of being in possession of the pistol, correct?
I did not accuse him, Your Honor.
You are here to testify that he was found in possession of that outlawed firearm, correct?
I'm here to testify, Your Honor.
Is that not what you are here to do? To testify that he was in possession of an outlawed firearm?
No, Your Honor.
What are you here to do?
I was here to testify on the recoveries made, Your Honor, and I have stated.
Where did you do the recoveries from?
The main house, Your Honor.
How did it get there?
I did not know, Your Honor.
And where is that firearm?
It's before court, Your Honor.
Did you identify it?
Yes, Your Honor, I identified it before court.
Where is it? Which one did you identify? And note my question, whether you have identified that firearm in court today.
Yes, Your Honor, please.
That is what you identified today.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
You've interacted with that pistol today.
Today, it's not the first time
I'm asking today before the
Yes,
court, not
yes.
where you are doing your
Yes.
abracadabras in
Yes, Your
police
Honor.
stations.
Yes, Your Honor.
you brought and identified before this court today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What make is it?
It's a Photographic pistol, Your Honor.
Yes. How did you identify that? Are you a ballistic officer?
No, Your
Expert?
Honor. I'm not a ballistic officer.
How did you identify it?
Your Honor, as a...
How did you identify it?
The insignia, Your Honor, the star mark here is always in reference to a Photographic.
So are you barista?
No, Your Honor.
Yes? Who identifies firearms?
It's
Are you trained in that field?
We have basic training.
Are you trained as a
in
firearm?
ballistics? No, Your Honor.
Yeah? And it was the evidence that it was defaced. What exactly did you mean?
That always firearms have their serial numbers. But
Yes.
In this case, it was not visible, Your Honor.
Yes, where was that firearm discovered from?
The firearm was discovered in a workshop, Your Honor.
Who discovered it and were you there during the discovery?
Yes, I was there, Your Honor.
Yes.
PC Karani was the one.
How was it recovered?
It was recovered, Your Honor, by PC Karani.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you have a scene of crime officer?
No, Your Honor.
Is Mr. Karani one?
No, Your Honor.
Are you one?
No, Your Honor.
Yes. Did you do the normal recovery procedures?
Yes, Your Honor. Normal recovery procedure.
Did you do the normal recovery procedures, Mr. Witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
What exactly did you do?
Always when we recover an
Not
unattended
always.
fire.
I'm asking in respect to this case.
Yes, Your Honor. When you recover an unattended fire.
Yes, when it was recovered, not when you recover.
Yes.
When it was recovered.
As procedure, you treat it first as
Singular.
fire.
Or participle. Yes.
Your Honor. That's the procedure. The procedure.
So what exactly happened? Take us through the
Yes,
process
Your Honor.
on this particular day.
So, Your Honor, whenever you recover.
Not whenever. On that day, what
So on
happened?
this day, Your Honor, when PC Karani recovered this fire, Your Honor, the first thing is that you assume it's
Not he assumes. What did he do?
I'm trying to explain the.
No. I want you to tell us.
Yes.
Nini kilichofanyika hiyo siku?
Yes, Your Honor. So when PC Karani recovered.
And if you don't understand English, we can get an interpreter for you for purpose of that evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. So, Your Honor, always a police officer would first make that fire.
I don't want that hypothetical situation. I want you to speak to the events of that day.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes.
So after making the firearm safe, Your Honor, PC Karani handed over the scene to.
I want to see how was it discovered.
In conducting the search, Your Honor, PC Karani.
Yes, you have now gone and conducted a search. You have opened the drawers.
Yes.
We find there is a firearm. Yes.
Yes.
What happened next?
The first thing is that you make it safe.
Yes, it was made safe. How was it made safe?
Your Honor, by making safe is that you ensure there is no ammunition in the chamber.
Yes, how was it done?
It was uncorked, it was NSP's there.
Who did it?
He did normal safety.
So you're saying he picked it up from the
Yes,
from the drawer, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, how did he pick it up?
And it's no,
How did he pick it up?
he picked it up, Your Honor, as a normally how you can pick it up.
With your hands, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did he protect contamination of evidence?
No, Your Honor.
He never protected contamination of the evidence, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that means, therefore, that this was not taken for further forensic examination, correct?
I do not know whether it was.
No, listen, Mr. Witness.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Karaoke,
Karani.
Mr. Karani
Yes, Your Honor.
picked this firearm with his bare hands, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And therefore, he contaminated very crucial evidence of determining how the firearm found itself there, correct?
Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
And therefore, you cannot tell whether it's Mr. Njenga or Mr. Daudi Mwangi who had brought that firearm in that particular drawer.
I can't say, Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
And how was the drawer opened? Did he protect the contamination of that evidence?
No, Your
To
Honor.
know whether Mr. Njenga or Mr. Daudi ever drew the drawer for cause of depositing the gun?
He opens the door, so.
Did he protect that evidence?
No, Your Honor.
Yes?
No, Your Honor.
Does that ring bells to you? That this is a fabricated case that was intended to fix and square out political interests and other interests?
I cannot say so.
Yes? Is it normal for a firearm that has been discovered, for an officer well trained, and especially a person of your caliber with a BSc in criminology, to contaminate evidence?
No, Your Honor.
Yes? Was there a lapse?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was there a lapse of procedure?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you therefore able to say between Mr. Karani, Mr. Daudi, and Mr. Maina Njenga, who was the real owner of that gun?
We found it.
Are you able to tell, not where you found it, I'm now becoming scientifically, in terms of forensic analysis, are you able to tell exactly among the three of them who owns the gun?
It was taken for further analysis, Your Honor. It can also tell you where.
I'm not asking hypothetically, because now tuko hapa sasa. Sio unasema. Are you able to tell?
What I can tell you, Your Honor.
Are you able to tell yes or no?
Where it was found.
Not, we know where it was found.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm asking, in terms of forensic analysis
Yes, sir.
and scientific analysis of evidence from a criminology perspective,
Yes.
are you able to tell?
Yes, Your Honor. There are cases of multiple DNA presence.
No, I'm asking, are you able to tell who the actual owner of that gun as at that time is? You don't today we have touched the gun, we have touched it, the prosecutor has touched it, yes? So are you able to tell exactly?
By isolation of DNA presence, Your Honor, you can tell who has been in contact with.
Are you aware that it has been done?
I am not aware.
Yes?
I'm not aware, Your Honor.
Yeah?
I'm not aware, Your Honor.
Was that very usual? Is it very usual for things to be done in that casual manner
No, Your
in the
Honor.
police service?
No, Your Honor.
So I put it to you that the police that planted that gun in that particular drawer for purposes of fixing the individuals charged herein. And that is why you never found it worth to carry out proper protection of contamination of evidence. Yes?
No, Your Honor.
When was that gun brought there? Was it brought on the 11th? Was it brought on the 12th?
I do not know.
Yes?
I do not know.
When was it brought?
I cannot say.
You know you have several days for when this offense was committed.
Yes, Your Honor.
When was it brought?
I cannot say when was it.
Yes? Who brought it?
I do not know.
Yes? And by the way, how many people accessed that room where the gun was allegedly recovered from?
During the recovery, Your Honor,
Yes.
I was present.
You were present,
The
yes?
civilians were present.
Yes?
Corporal Visoi was present.
Yes?
And Corporal Njiru was present.
Yes?
And Inspector Kuli was present.
All those are police officers.
And the three civilians.
No, no. The three civilians, yes? Did you take out an inventory for it?
In the room.
Yes.
We did
Did you take out an inventory for it?
At the room, no, Your Honor.
Do you have photos evidencing the presence of the individuals who are in that particular room?
No, Your Honor.
Was it necessary?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why was it not done?
Your Honor, it was covered by the inventory that was.
Why was it not done? The photos. Why was it not taken?
I cannot say, Your Honor.
Yes? You cannot tell because your guilt is eating into your consciousness, correct?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Witness,
Your Honor.
at what exact time was the gun discovered?
I can't say the exact time, Your Honor. But
Yes.
it must be around 6 in the morning.
No, did you record that in your statement?
No, Your Honor.
Yes? Is it there in the inventory?
No, Your Honor.
What is normally captured in an inventory?
It's
And
the,
who takes out the inventory?
it's the place where those recoveries are being made.
Yes? Who takes it out?
Takes out in making.
Who records?
The person recording it is always the investigating officer or can assign any other officer. Your Honor.
Yes. In this case, Mr. Misoi was the assigned IO for that case.
Yes, Your Honor.
When is one assigned a case?
From the initial stages.
Yeah, from the initial stages. So even that time you are leaving, wherever you left, Mr. Misoi was designated IO. Yes?
I do not know how they arranged you.
No, I'm asking, he went there as a designated and as an identified IO, correct?
I think so, yeah.
Yes. And then when you have a designated IO, who does the discoveries?
The discoveries were done there.
Are they done by the police officer, as long as the police officer can discover anything, or specifically the IO
the presence of the
takes
IO
control
is crucial
in the process of recovery? Yes. Have you seen any inventory that Mr. Misoi has confirmed that he was there at the time of the recovery?
Yes, Your Honor, the one we referred.
Have you seen any inventory or statement by Mr. Misoi indicating his role in the discovery of that alleged pistol?
Maybe
You have his statements there. Don't do maybe. This is not a maybe place. Maybe you can go to a police station. So,
let me refer to the statement of
yeah, Mr. Misoi. Those guessworks, you leave them at the police station, not here. I'm just about to be done, Mr. Witness. It will be a bit faster.
a bit, Your Honor.
Yes?
Part of his statements reads, we then proceeded to the master bedroom where after a search, a paper pistol serial number in principle was recovered by PC Karan.
Who is this we?
It's a
The constituent of the police officers you mentioned, correct?
it's his statement, Your Honor.
Yeah?
The statement of the witness.
Were you there when the photos were photos taken?
Yes, Your Honor.
The photos that you've just shown us at, as Your Honor,
PMFI 19.
yes. You were there when they were being taken, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
What time were they taken?
It was taken after we had made the recoveries.
After you had made the discoveries.
Yes.
What time? Because time is of the essence.
I cannot tell the exact time.
Yes?
I cannot tell the exact time.
You cannot tell the time when it was discovered, correct?
Exact time, Your Honor, but it was all between.
No, I'm not asking the guesswork here. You cannot tell when it
I
was
cannot tell the
discovered.
exact time.
You cannot tell when the photos were taken.
Because it was an.
You cannot tell, yes?
I cannot tell you.
Who took the photos? Mr. Witness, that's a very simple question. You were there when the photos were being taken, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who took the photos? Which officer took the photos?
It was one officer from the scenes of crime.
Yeah, the specific officer. You know all the officers that were there, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Which specific officer took the photos?
I cannot remember when.
You cannot remember.
Yes.
Yes?
The specific officer, Your Honor.
How many officers were you? You mentioned them, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Among the ones that you mentioned,
Your Honor.
who took out the activity of taking the photos?
A scenes of crime officer, Your
The
Honor.
scene of crime. Among the ones that you have mentioned, who was the scene of crime? Because he must have been the one who took the photos, correct? Am I right?
No, Your Honor, the ones I mentioned.
No.
the
You
ones-
mentioned officers while
Yes.
we had an outbreak in
There's no scene of crime officer.
There was no scene of crime
on the
officer.
list, yes, Your Honor.
And therefore it is not true that the photos were taken by a scene of crime officer. You are there for lying, correct?
They was taken by scenes of crime officer. I stated, Your Honor, that they were
Listen,
taken.
who was the scene of crime officer in this case? Just mention his name. You remember and recall all the officers, correct?
Your Honor, it must have been.
I don't want you to say it must have been. A scene officer is unwell. You know, a scene crime officer must be a gazetted officer, correct?
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
So who among the individuals, officers, was a gazetted scene of crime officer?
cannot remember for now.
How many officers were in that room?
During the search warrant.
Yes, for this specific discovery of this gun.
Yes.
How many officers were in that room?
I was present, Miso was present, Karani was
How
present.
many officers?
There were 5, Your Honor.
There were 5. Yes, mention their names.
Karani was present.
Mr. Karani was present. Is he a gazetted scene of crime officer?
No, Your Honor.
Number 2.
I was present.
You are present. Are you a gazetted scene of crime officer?
No, Your Honor.
Number 3.
Misoi was present.
Mr. Misoi, is he a gazetted scene of crime officer?
No, Your Honor.
Number 4.
And then
Mr. Kenyanshu, is he a gazetted scene of crime officer?
No, Your Honor.
So this evidence was not discovered by a scene of crime officer, correct?
No, they were not discovered by a scene of crime officer.
And therefore the photos that you brought before this court were therefore not taken by a scene of crime officer, correct?
They were taken by a scene of crime officer.
When were they taken?
After the discovery.
After the discovery?
Yes.
Which date?
The same dates, Your Honor.
What time?
Around 6, Your Honor, but I cannot
6
say.
o'clock in the morning or
The
6
morning,
o'clock in the evening?
morning, Your Honor.
Yes?
I cannot
Who
say.
invited that scene of crime?
Mr. Langat, Your Honor, made the invitation.
Yes. How did he make the invitation?
He must have made a phone call, Your Honor.
So he was not among the individuals who moved with you to the scene?
Yes, Your Honor.
Correct?
Yes.
Do you recall Mr. Maina Senior, Mr. Evans Onyeki, showing you the statement by Mr. Wallis Langat?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that Mr. Langat had anticipated these occurrences? That he had anticipated he's going to find some drugs? He anticipated he's going to find some pistols?
Yes, Your Honor, from the statement.
Therefore, if he had anticipated this, had he not anticipated that they were to be discovered and properly processed?
He would have anticipated, Your Honor.
Therefore, if he anticipated that, why didn't he invite the move with the scene of crime officer?
I cannot say.
All right, I leave it at that. But now, how are these photos taken? Were you present when they were being taken?
Your Honor, on arrival,
Were you present or you're not present?
I was not present in the room. So
You're not present.
yes.
So it means that you discovered this evidence, went with it, and then photos were taken later.
It's not later, Your Honor. It's just
Where were you when the photos were being taken?
I was downstairs, Your Honor.
You are downstairs.
Yes.
You therefore do not know who took the photos, correct?
I cannot remember.
You do not know, correct or not correct,
Yes,
Mr. Witness?
yes, Your Honor.
And if you cannot even testify before this court that a scene of crime officer ever visited that place, correct? Correct or not correct? You are under oath.
He visited, Your Honor.
What was his name? Or her name?
Your Honor, I can't remember.
You cannot remember.
Yes.
What instrument is used for taking these photos?
Camera, Your Honor.
A camera.
Yes.
Which type of a camera?
I do not know.
Yes?
I do not know which type of
Do
camera.
you still feel competent enough, Mr. Witness, to continue testifying before this court and
Yes, yes.
consulting and giving us lies?
I'm not lying, Your Honor.
So what instrument, what camera, I'm not asking the scientific magnification of the cameras, but you must be able to identify the instruments. In this case, which instrument was used?
Photographs are taken by a camera.
By a camera.
Yes.
For example, if I may therefore say, I just give you an example. Did it resemble this one? It may not be the specific model, but did it resemble that one?
They always use a digital camera, Your Honor.
Yeah, this is a digital camera, correct? It resembles that one, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Therefore, if I show you evidence of how the camera was taken, will you be surprised? Sorry, how the photos were taken, will you be surprised?
That they were taken by what, Your Honor?
Yes, if I show you that the cameras, this camera was not present, or this type of a camera was not present at the scene, will you be surprised? Then I'm referring to DMFI 7. Hebu soma hapo nimeunderline paragraph 1.
On the 16th day of May 2023 at 9 a.m., I received a phone memory
He
card.
received what?
A phone stroke memory card.
Who is that receiving a phone? What is the designation of that officer?
Simon Kamore.
Simon Kamore. Do you know him?
Yes, I know him.
What is he?
He's crime scene investigations.
Crime scene investigation?
Nakuru.
But what is he doing? Is he the one saying I have or saying that he received?
He says he received.
Does that therefore mean that he was at the scene or not?
He says
He received, alipewa, si ndio?
Yes.
Yule mtu ambaye amepewa, anapewa akiwepo ama akiwa ameletewa?
Anapewa akiwa ameletewa.
Asante. What did he use?
He received a memory card paired to a phone.
So it is not true. Your evidence is not true that there was a camera present and that the scene of crime officer was present. You are therefore lying, correct?
There was a sense of frame present.
What did he use to take the photos?
A camera here.
And what does the memoir say?
He says he received a phone stroke memory card.
Do you recognize that memo?
Yes.
Or you want to distance yourself from it?
No, Your Honor, this
Is it authentic?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Is it from the police officers?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes?
Yes.
Well, who has written that memo to Mr. Kamore? Is your senior, correct? He says he received it from who?
He received from Mr. Langat, Your Honor.
Mr. Langat,
Yes, Your Honor.
your senior, correct?
Yes.
Is Mr. Langat a scene of crime officer, designated one?
No, Your Honor.
Yes?
No.
But he's the one who took the photos with his camera, with his phone, correct?
As per the memo, Your Honor.
As per the memo.
Yes.
So you are therefore lying that this type of a camera was present at the scene, correct?
Your Honor, I'm not lying.
You are lying, right or not right?
I'm not lying. Your
Give me the document. And therefore, do you still stand with your evidence that the camera was at the scene?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
So between you and Mr. Langat and Mr. Kamore, who is lying?
Mr. Kamore might have been
Who is lying? I'm not asking you whether he
I'm
might.
not lying, Your Honor.
So your seniors are lying, correct?
No, Your Honor.
You know, it's either you are lying or Mr. Kamore and Mr. Langat are lying.
I'm not lying.
Because you cannot, it is not possible that you saw two different things or two different events took place. Is it possible?
I'm not lying, Your Honor.
Is it possible that two different events took place on that particular day? A camera was present and a photo was present, correct? And sorry, and a photo was present, correct?
Sometimes, Your Honor, police officers also do take photographs using their mobile phones.
And that's what happened in this case, correct?
I was not aware of Mr. Langat's statement.
So where are the photos that were taken through the use of the camera?
I do not know, Your Honor.
You don't know this. Let's finish up this charge sheet. We are now at which page? We are now at count number 9. What is the offense and what are the particulars?
Count number 9, Your Honor.
Yes.
Possession of ammunition without a firearm certificate.
Yes.
It says
What were found?
particulars John Maina Njenga,
Yes.
Daudi Mwangi Shege, on the 12th of May 2023 at Pameroro area in Nakuru North Sub-County within Nakuru Town, joined with another before court, were found in possession of 3 rounds of 9mm blank ammunition without a firearm
Were they
certificate.
discovered from their pockets?
No, Your Honor.
Were they discovered from their house?
It was discovered from a main house, Your Honor.
Yes.
Yes.
Was it discovered from Mr. Maina Njenga?
From the information.
Was it discovered from, was it repossessed from Mr. Maina Njenga?
Not from Mr. Njenga.
How about Mr. Daudi?
No, Your Honor.
Yes? And this route of ammunitions, they were blank. What do you exactly mean by being blank?
A blank ammunition, Your Honor, is an ammunition that lacks bullets head.
It's what?
It lacks the bullets head, Your Honor.
So it can't fire.
It fires, but it has no the bullets head. That's not
The bullet end is what?
It's the one that's when the firearm fires, it's the one that hits the targets.
Yes.
So these ones are just that they produce sound.
They have those rows of ammunitions.